No one can tell you how to grieve. They can't tell you how long to grieve. And everyone grieves different, but you're going to eventually survive it with the right support, and you have to be open to receiving
and know that you will be able to survive. Sometimes you gotta go through it.
Absolutely.
Wow. So many different things that people have endured over time.
Everyone has survived something.
That's great.
Everyone. And that's the meaning behind I survived.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl, Donita Divine. Welcome to another episode of Wind Down Wednesday. Tonight, I want to welcome someone who I've known for a short period of time, but have become very near and dear to my heart. Miss Susan Smith.
Hi.
I met Susan through one of our other dear friends, Sam Moore. This is his sweet sister and a Spitfire firecracker, and me and her had we was like twin flames, and we was like, okay, I love her.
Oh,
yes. So upon meeting her just a short while ago, I found out that she is the owner and boss of these beautiful handbags. She created these handbags called I Survived. And so when I looked at the handbags, I'm like, okay, this must mean there has to be some type of story behind it. And I was completely intrigued by it. And the handbags are beautiful too. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. But without further ado, I would love to have Miss Susan tell us all about herself and why and how she created these handbags called I Survived.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here. So, I Survived came about literally at a stoplight. I was sitting at a red light, and it just flashed before my eyes. I seen it clear as day. It is spelled EYE, Survive. I picked EYE Survive because my brand is about whatever you have survived in life. That's what I Survived is. I am a cancer survivor.
Okay.
I am a survivor of domestic violence.
Okay.
I was left on the street for dead.
Oh, wow.
And this birthed I Survived. No matter what you have been through, you have survived something. These bags are meant to be bold. They are meant to show your resilience against whatever you have overcome.
Yes.
And the EYE is you can look at a person. I'm sitting here looking at you eye to eye. You can look in a person's eyes, and their eyes tell a story.
Yes.
It tells what you have survived, what you have been through. And that's what makes it real.
Yeah.
So I was diagnosed with sarcoma cancer in 2018. I survived that. It was very challenging. I had a knot, little bitty thing, on my thigh, and I used to get cysts all the time. Us women, we get cysts under our arms.
Yes, I talk about that all the time. Yes,
absolutely. So I used to get them a lot, and it was nothing. I mean, I've been out the country. This knot didn't bother me. I didn't bother it. It wasn't painful for a year.
Oh, wow.
It didn't grow. It didn't do anything. And I was just at a checkup at an appointment, and I showed it to the doctor. I showed it to my doctor, and he said, okay, we're going to have to send you out for a biopsy. They scheduled a biopsy. It was scheduled for 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And they cut it and they stitched it up. They did the biopsy.
Yeah.
So I went to get my stitches taken out 2 weeks later, and the doctor said, Susan, I know this is not the news that you want to hear, but the results came back and you have cancer. And I tell you, because I've lost my mom to cancer. I've lost a sister and a brother to cancer.
Oh, wow.
2 brothers. 2. And I'm just like, okay. I just had I hadn't had my granddaughter yet, but she came along shortly after. But my boys, I have 2.
Granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Where?
Granddaughter.
What?
Miss
Okay,
Olivia.
we're gonna get into granddaughter. Well, you like 12 years old. What do you mean granddaughter?
Thank you. I have two amazing sons. They're 27 and 28.
Shut up.
Yes, ma'am. Sam and I are the same age.
Shut up.
Sam and I, we are the exact same age for 3 weeks. And then he turns a year older.
Oh my God.
Yes, Papa was a rolling stone.
I know that's right. Wow.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, me and Sam are the same age. So
wow. Now that's the tea I wasn't expecting. Oh wow. Yeah,
so I, just to hear those words, like I cried all the way home. I cried when I told my family.
So did they remove when they did the biopsy, did they remove it or the knot?
No.
Okay, so they just took a sample of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They took a sample of it, and those were the results that came back.
Yes.
And they referred me to this cancer institute.
Okay.
It's in Detroit, Michigan. It's called Carmano's. It's very famous worldwide. People come from all over the world to go to Carmano's for their cancer treatments.
Okay.
So they referred me to Carmano's. All of this is in the same setting. Like, Susan, you have cancer. Here is the documentation. You have to go to Carmano's.
Do you live in Detroit?
I live in Florida right now.
Okay.
And I am born and raised here in Chicago.
Okay.
And then I moved to Detroit when I was 16.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and I've been in Detroit ever since I was 16.
So when this happened, you were in Detroit? I
was in Detroit. Okay. Yeah. I've just been in Florida 3 years now.
Okay.
So, yeah, you have cancer, refer you over here. The next day, I jumped in front of this battle that I'm about to be up against. I found because I had never heard of it. It's called liposarcoma.
Okay.
And it's cancer of the soft tissue and bone. Who would have known? I mean, my thigh.
And bone.
Yes, my thigh. My thigh. So I found a group. Social media is so powerful.
Yes.
I found a group, and I am not the only one. I am not the only one. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Wow.
So doing a little research, I spoke about my domestic violence a little while ago. I truly believe that I developed this cancer as a result of my domestic violence.
Oh.
It develops, one of the reasons how it becomes cancer is trauma to the body, to that area.
Yeah.
And my ex-husband jumped on me pretty bad. It was really, really, really bad. He got caught in a bit of a mess. Mm-hmm. It was a Sunday morning, August the 12th. I will never forget it. Mm-hmm. And I had gotten up to fix breakfast before we go to church. Mm-hmm. And we were sitting at the table eating. My bad. I was on Facebook and sitting at the table eating. I had my whole laptop on the dining room table. But I had received a message.
Okay.
And it was an inbox.
Okay.
And when I printed it out, because I eventually had to print it out for court, it was 6 pages long. It was an apology, but it was from his kid's mom. So I turned the computer around and hit play because I had seen it already. It was a video attached with this long letter. Okay. And the video was a video of him and her the night before. Yes, ma'am.
Girl.
Yes.
What?
Yes, ma'am. And
what was the apology for?
She apologized. I wanted you to see this, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I should have never done it. And whoa, woman to woman, you need to know, but that's not that.
What?
Woman to woman, like no,
that's not how you do.
And no, and you have 3 daughters. You have 3 daughters. Ooh. So I turned the laptop around, proceeded to play, took a fork, put a pancake in my mouth. No words is exchanged. None. It's silent. Hit play. Now the video. He's watching him and her on video.
Right.
She recorded it.
Having sex.
Yes, she recorded it. and she uploaded it to Facebook.
Yeah, the send it to
And
me.
because I didn't see it, she and I are not friends.
She put it on.
Inboxed it to me.
Wait, she put it on like real Facebook on her on a page?
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely, she did. Absolutely, she did.
And then
she sent it to me.
Oh my gosh.
She did that. She did. But he just broke the laptop in half immediately and picked me up out of my chair. So it's a dining room square table. He's here, I'm here. And picks me up by my neck and put my head clean through the wall.
Who's that? For something he did?
Put my head clean through the wall. This man is the dean of students. This man is the football coach.
Oh my God.
This man was the basketball. Very well educated. Had been in the service and everything. Well respected.
Did you already suspect that he was doing something?
No, none.
Oh wow.
None whatsoever. No problem. When I say I woke up happy in love in my marriage that August the 12th, that Sunday.
So you guys had not had problems before this?
None.
Oh wow.
None.
And he does that out the blue?
Out the blue.
Wow.
Nothing.
Sorry.
Nothing. He hadn't even no criminal records, no nothing. You hear me?
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. We stayed in a suburban area in Michigan. So we stayed maybe 3 or 4 blocks over from the police department.
Yeah.
Right? So I have a handicapped sister.
Okay.
And I have had her for 17 years now.
Oh, wow.
She has cerebral palsy. She doesn't read, write, walk, talk, any of that. And she's in a wheelchair. My mom passed away when she gave birth to her. So I got her together. I used the house phone to call a taxi so I can leave the house. So the taxi pulled up and I got her in the cab and I came back in the house to get her wheelchair, to take her wheelchair out. And when I did that, he came outside. I went back in the house, went out the side door to go in the garage to get my work bag because this is a Sunday. I'm going to work tomorrow. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm going to work tomorrow.
This is after he done put you through the wall and everything. You just
put me through the wall.
You just made a decision like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm leaving because I if not protecting me, like I have to protect my sister. I'm her voice. I am her whole being, right? So I go up the driveway, go in the garage, get my work bag. He came in the garage and he threw me up against the wall in the garage, threw me on the hood of the car. I had braids like I have now and pulled my braids out my head. He took this arm and drug me up the driveway with this arm here. Till this day, I have permanent bruising from where my skin just came off.
My God.
From here, down my back, the top of my behind, and...
Why, though?
He blinked out. He just blacked out. And this is what the counselor said, after the fact. He had to go to counseling. They told him he had to do all of this stuff because the police ended up pulling up. But
I was going to say, did somebody call the police? Did the
cab driver called? The cab driver called. Yes.
Okay.
So he pulled me up the driveway.
This is before they recorded everything instead of calling the police.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So he pulled me. I'm being drugged up the driveway. And then he stumps me. He just continuously stumps me in the concrete. I remember just mouth wide open. I could not get a deep breath from anywhere. I'm praying, God, please just give me a breath of fresh air. Mm-hmm. I need to live. My boys were not at home, just my sister. And
you have kids with him?
I don't have kids with him.
Okay, so somebody else. Okay, good.
Yes. And so I got that breath, that gush of fresh air. Like I was able to take that deep breath. Mm-hmm. And the police were pulling up.
Okay.
He had a gun, and he had pulled his gun out. The cab driver, my sister is in the car, and she's witnessing all of this.
Because I was going to say, can she see this?
She can see it. So the cab driver called the police. The police pulled up and they called him in the act, and they arrested him and took him to jail. I woke up that morning happy in love in my marriage, but when I went to bed that night, I had to learn how to live without my husband. Because you're no good for me because you just tried to kill me. I went to the hospital. I had a fractured jawbone. I had 3 broken ribs.
Susan.
And then I had the permanent bruising. I had the skin. It was just completely off. It was completely off. It was just gone down to the flesh. And I got this cancer. The same leg, same area where I was stumped in the concrete. I can't say 100% that is where it came from.
But the trauma.
But absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, it could be like some of the things that we are eating, but just doing the research on this cancer because I had never heard of it. I've dealt with not personally, but my family members, like breast cancer. That's common. People have that. Right. You hear about all other cancers, but I did not hear about this cancer. Yeah. So I went to school on this cancer because I'm gonna beat you, And I was really open with my journey. My domestic violence journey. I was very open about it. It took about 18 months for my bones to heal. I didn't date anyone. I wasn't with anyone. I needed to get myself together. Right. I was not in a situation where I was mentally ready for anyone. Like I wasn't good for anyone. Yeah. Anybody.
Because that's such a shock. You go from one extreme to the next, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yes.
So what did I do to deserve this?
Oh my God. Do you know how many times I said that over and over and over again? And I needed help. I needed help. So he went to jail. He went to court and all of that stuff. No criminal background. Like this man, literally, the dean of students, like all on the news, all on just all over. The counselor because he had to take, I don't know what the classes were called, but he had to take some classes. Okay. And the person in charge from the state, she called and asked if I wanted to be involved with one of the sessions. And no. Now, no, absolutely not. Right. Because at this point, I have a personal protection order against you. You can't come near me. Right. When he got out of jail, police had to escort him to the home to
get his stuff,
to get his belongings. Okay. So he came and he got his belongings, which were packed up and waiting right there.
So how long was he in jail?
Not long. It was maybe 4 or 5 days. It was not long at all.
And how long did it take you to heal?
18 months.
Thank you. Okay. I want you to repeat that.
18 months.
And he got out in how many days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did y'all have to go back to court?
I didn't go to court at all. He had to go to court. Okay. The state picked it up. They had the neighbors were witnesses. The cab driver was the main witness. I did not have to show up at all. They spoke to me via Zoom. They spoke to me over the phone.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't have to show up at all. But going through my healing, because I had to talk to a counselor.
Yeah.
Seriously. And then that lady called and was like, your husband was a ticking time bomb. Mm-hmm. If I can give you any closure, she said, I can't imagine what you're going through. I've seen the pictures. I have the doctor's reports and everything. He was a ticking time bomb. He was tick, 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 tick. And then that morning he went boom. Because of everything that he has been through as a younger adult and coming up.
Right.
And he had some trauma that I didn't know about.
Right. Oh, wow.
And if I had known that, he was no good for no one.
Yeah.
But had I known that, he wore it really well.
Yeah.
When I say this is the person you trust your kids with.
Right.
The dean of students, a well-respected man.
Wow.
Trauma. And it's just something that what he went through, and it's not an excuse, but what he had been through, is something you'll be like, oh my God, that should be on a Lifetime movie.
Right. Okay.
Something, the Lifetime.
But he hid it deep down, buried it deep inside.
Absolutely.
He thought.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to say this, and it's probably he has a brother that's the same age as my son. Okay. My oldest son. Mm-hmm. His brother is his son. His brother is his brother, but his brother is also his son.
In real life? Like
real life.
Like biological.
Yes. So that was a shocker, and that was what was tick, 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 boom. And I caught it.
Where's the mama?
She's around.
What?
Mind blowing.
That's so sad.
It's really sad.
But you know what? Sad. That type of stuff goes on a lot.
It does.
In these families, and a lot of people sweep stuff under the rug. And unfortunately, we get that. Yes. Because they have a nervous breakdown or whatever that is. And then they become this monster because of what happened to them, and they never dealt with it.
Absolutely.
And then, or the family don't talk about it, and then now you are the new monster, and you're carrying on these generational curse.
Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
Does he know that? Did he find out that you knew all of that?
I'm assuming
you haven't talked to him.
Oh, I have not talked to him since the police escorted him to the home to get his belongings. No messages, no phone calls, no nothing.
Did he not send you a message saying he was sorry?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely not. And
is
my
he still
son
with the ex-girl?
I have no idea. Like, I removed myself from that whole situation, and so did he. Okay. No, I never got an apology, which I needed to heal myself, and that was that I worked on myself for me. Yeah. I had to be there for these boys.
Yeah, you had two babies. Well, and 2 young boys.
Yeah. So no, I never got that.
And this was 2000 and...
This was August the 12th. It's been about maybe 16 years now.
Okay. Wow. So like 2008?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so then now fast forward. So 2008, now 2008. What year was this with the leg?
2018.
18. So okay. And so once you got to the place in Detroit and they started doing the treatment, well, they had to remove it. Yes. I take it.
They removed the tumor.
Okay.
My surgery was scheduled for December the 4th. And it's only been 6 years now. It's about to be 6 years. It's about to be 6 years. December the 4th will be 6 years.
So how big was the tumor?
My tumor, so they measure it in centimeters.
Yeah.
When I first started off with this process, right before the surgery, Susan, you have to do chemo and you're going to have to do radiation.
Okay.
So they went in, like I was 1 centimeter, the day of surgery, I was 1 centimeter off from having to do chemo. Just 1 centimeter. So I had to do radiation, but it was just an inch smaller that didn't take me over to do the chemo.
Okay.
They recommended that I do it. I did not do it, but they recommended that I do it. So it was just, I don't know the dimensions. Yeah, okay. I don't know it, but
you said it was small on your leg.
Yeah.
So did it feel like a fingernail, a quarter?
It was the size of maybe a quarter.
Okay.
But the incision was the size of shoot.
It was big.
It was huge.
Oh, wow.
And they cut out a muscle in my leg.
Right? Did they? So did it get to the bone?
It did not get all the way to the bone.
Okay.
It did not.
It just got to the muscle.
It just got to the muscle.
Okay.
And that was the bedding. It's called the bedding. So they took the tumor and the bedding that the cancer was living in. They removed that.
Ooh,
and still to this day, I don't have any feeling. You could stick a needle through my leg. I have no feeling in this.
You might as well get a tattoo right there.
I have a tattoo.
You have a tattoo right there. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they removed it. I had to go through 25 rounds of radiation. I went Monday through Friday. And had to be in the hospital at 7:15.
Wow.
Monday through Friday for 6 weeks. every morning.
For 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Oh my God. So then they told you that, okay, we don't detect anything else. Did they test any other parts of your body?
Oh, yes. And I still go right now.
Okay.
I get scanned every 6 months to make sure that I remain cancer free.
Scan how?
I go to the hospital. They give me an IV and they put me in this machine. And
is it because you had cancer they do this? Okay.
Yes. This cancer that I have, if it reoccurs, it comes back as breast cancer.
Really?
Yes. When I say I've learned so much about cancer, not from my relatives having it, because I went through it and it's amazing. Our bodies are
it's amazing.
It is.
It's amazing how we supposedly have the cancer cells already, but then certain traumas ignite the cancer in your body.
Absolutely.
And or it turns at first it starts as an infection or some type of just a cyst or something, and or bruise that then turns into that can be cancerous.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
because when you go to a doctor and they say, well, did you have any trauma? Were you in an accident? Did you get hit by something? And you like trying to think like in my adult age, maybe not, but so you're trying to think. And I think a lot of time they are trying, almost alluding to, are you in a domestic violence situation?
Absolutely.
I mean, I just went to the dentist yesterday. If you can tell my mouth's full, but they were like, they saw some stuff in my, and they was like, so did you have any trauma to the face? Did you? And I was like, is this like trauma that somebody didn't punch me in the mouth?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, lady. Like, I said, you see this face? I was like, but it's a thing. And I appreciate if that's what her questioning was, just trying to see if she could get some insight on what was going on with me. But a lot of times that is the case. It is. A lot of people go through domestic violence and they don't leave. Unfortunately, yours became severe in a matter of minutes.
Absolutely.
For the first time.
Yes, it could have been the end of my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I was literally
to hear how he went from and didn't say nothing. Did he say anything? Nothing. Wow.
It was a silent butt whooping. It was silent. Like it was silent.
So so I'm gonna go back. So you woke up that morning.
Yes.
And you guys slept in the same bed.
Yes.
And and you were making pancakes. Did he eat? Did you cook?
I cooked breakfast. We were sitting at the table eating. I cooked.
Was your
breakfast.
Sons there?
They were not there.
Praise the Lord.
No, they were over to their grandparents' house.
Okay. So you and your husband, you made breakfast.
Yes.
He was eating.
Yes. And I was eating too.
Okay.
But I was on Facebook. Like I had my laptop open
and you just eating and he was cool. He didn't seem angry.
No, he was not angry. He was not angry. Like we were up just like we are talking right now. It was a normal day.
So how could that have happened the day before? Was he
the night before?
So was he gone saying he was going to work? Oh, so he said I'm going out, and you were like, okay, bye.
Yeah, he's a well-known coach. Like the coaches get together, they hang out, they brainstorm and stuff. Like it's not normal. It wasn't
abnormal for him not to be at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is, and I'm a homebody. I'll go out. We have this thing in Detroit, like ballrooming. I love to ballroom dance. We have this thing like they do all of the hustles, which is the line dances and things like that. Yes. So I that's my thing, and that's what I love to do.
Me too, girl. I wish you was here so we can do it together.
Yes. So like it's not abnormal. It was not abnormal for him just to get together with the guys or anything like that. It was a Saturday night. It's normal.
Okay.
We didn't have plans or anything. I was home Saturday night, and he was out with the fellas.
How's your sister doing in all of this?
She's amazing. She's doing wonderful.
When she saw that you were okay.
Yeah. She was shook up.
Yeah.
But she got over it. Like she got past it, and I just assured her, like comfort her, and make sure that she know I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, what was your motivation? I know, of course, fighting, but a lot of women go back after you didn't get an apology. So that's for one.
Yeah.
But a lot of women go back to what's familiar. You've been in the house with this person, that's your husband, and you have a disabled family member that you're taking care of, and you that was your normal, space.
Yeah. I didn't go back because of my boys.
Okay.
I was literally laying there. I could not breathe. So I'm laying there and I just know that I have to live. I have to live for my boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to live for my sister.
Yeah.
Like, my sons, I have to be there for them. I have to be their mom. They need their mom. Like, that's all that I'm laying there thinking about. Yeah. I couldn't go back. Even if I wanted to go back, I couldn't go back because I have 2 sons.
Right.
They will not see, they
it's about to be a problem.
Yeah, I'm not, we can't. So I just had to learn to live without my husband.
Especially if he was already violent, he was in the military, he had a gun. That was a recipe for disaster.
Yes.
A ticking time bomb.
That's like the lady said. She said it was tick, 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 tick most of his life. Tick, 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 then boom.
Did you guys go to marriage counseling?
We didn't go to marriage counseling.
Because everything was perfect.
Yeah. We didn't do it. So I'm married now.
I know.
And we went to marriage counseling, before we got married. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, it was the best thing ever.
Okay. Now wait, so how long had you been married before this happened?
He and I, we were together a few years, but we had only been married one.
Oh.
We had only been married one. We celebrated our anniversary and everything. Like, we had been married a year and a half. We had been married.
Wow. So you survived that.
Yes.
So it took you 18 months to get yourself together.
Get my bones together, but it took 6 years before,
get your mind right.
Yes.
Before you felt like I'm in a space to date again.
Yes.
Okay, and then you met your husband.
I met my husband, honey.
The way that smile coming on your face.
At a weird place.
Okay.
At a weird time. I used to post on social media all the time, like, I'm lonely and this, and that, and can't wait to find my mate and all of this stuff after, I'm okay and I'm ready now. Right. But then I got cancer, right?
Right.
So I got the day I had surgery, December the 4th, it was 12 people at the hospital with me. And, they have the family in the waiting area. So we got in a circle. It was 12 people that went to the hospital with me for the surgery. This was the huge surgery. This was the surgery to remove the tumor.
Yes.
And the bedding that the tumor was living in.
Right.
And we got in a circle to pray.
Your family and friends?
Yes.
Okay.
We got in a circle to pray.
Mm-hmm.
The other families joined in this circle, in this room. The receptionist joined in this circle. They go live on Facebook, a couple of my friends. In this circle, the lady is praying. She is praying not only over my doctors and the surgeons. She is praying.
Right.
She is praying. That. Yes. She's praying for all the other families, and they're live on Facebook. My husband is friends with them on Facebook.
Okay.
Not me. I don't know him.
Okay.
He's friends with them on Facebook. And he said that he was at home tossing and turning. He was off work that day. Tossing and turning, laying in the bed. Something told him to get up and come to the hospital.
No way. After he saw the live?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He came to the hospital. My surgery was delayed 4 hours. The surgery before me had complications. My doctor, Dr. Mott, came and they prepped me. I'm back there. I have my IV in it. I'm prepped already, waiting to go into the OR. He comes out. He's drenched. Soaking wet.
The doctor,
Dr. Mott, and he says, Susan, the surgery before you had complications. I just need a few more moments to get myself together and I'll be right back. I said, Dr. Mott, you go take a nap. Yeah. You go rest and get yourself together because I need all of you because I need my body rid of this cancer. Yeah. I need all of you. At this time, they didn't know if there was cancer cells that were outside of this margin. Right. That had spread it, and they may need to cut more and more once they got in. Right. But they didn't know until they would not know until they got in. It. Yeah. So he agreed. He left. He came back, and it was 4 hours later, and I laid there in pre-op for 4 hours. And it's time for me to go now. Okay. And my now husband, Daryl, I'm loving this story. He came to the hospital and they let him in the back. Oh, and you didn't know him? I did not know him. I did not know him. God, boy, God is funny sometimes. He's a right on time guy. Yes, my goodness. He came to the hospital. He came in the back. He had teddy bear and some flowers. So they didn't let him bring the flowers back there. He had the teddy bear in his arm. And they let this man come back. He introduced himself to me. And now I'm walking. They're willing me to pre-op. Okay. And he says, I'll be here when you wake up. I'm like, okay. You know? So, remind you, it was 12 people. I went into surgery 4 hours late. Right. When I came out of surgery, he was the only person there. Oh my God. He is in the elevator with them taking me up to my room. I get in the room. I'm sick from the anesthesia. Like, I'm so sick. I'm throwing up. I can't move. Like, I'm using a bathroom on myself. Yeah. All of this. Like, I was super, super sick. Yeah. This man is trying to clean it up. And you didn't even know him? I'm like, girl, can you get the nurse, please? Can you get the nurse? And he was like, let me help you. I'll get her, but let me help you. So, my boys, they came back. Right. To the hospital. They came back. And my son, they like, who is that? I'm like, I don't know. And my son tells the doctor, like, he's okay. They getting married in 4 days. What? 4 days is his birthday. His birthday, December the 8th. They don't know each other. We don't know each other. But that man stayed at the hospital with me overnight. That's so The crazy. Next day. Why did he feel compelled to do that? This was nothing but God's doing. You can't tell me that it was not. That was marriage counseling right there. Oh my God. He removed the cancer from my body. I had to get cancer to sit down and receive my husband. That was the only way. Oh, we have so many friends in common. And never met. We've been in the same space at the same time. Never noticed one another. He came to the hospital and he didn't leave my side. I went home. He took me home from the hospital. What? I was in the hospital maybe 4 or 5 days. Really? He took me home from the hospital. He rearranged his work schedule so that he can come bring my sister and myself breakfast before he went to work. And when he got off, did he live near you? No. I stayed on the west side. He stayed on the east side. Oh my gosh. But he worked downtown. Right. So he would bring us food in the morning. Go to work. Kiss him first time? In the hospital. You kissed him in the hospital? He kissed me when he was leaving the next day. He's going to see this. And yes, he did. He kissed me when he was leaving. Because I told him to go. Like, go home. Go change your clothes. Go, I'm not going nowhere. I'm stuck right here. I am stuck.
I feel like I'm missing some of this story. This man shows up.
He shows up.
And you go to, while you're going into surgery, all because he saw a Facebook Live.
All because of the live.
And he came there.
The worst day of my life. I'm not done up. I'm not cute. I'm not, you can't have no nails, no polish on your nails. You can't, no makeup, no weave.
Right.
Like, nothing. I got, this is who you getting. This is.
Wow. I love it. And he came there and stayed there with you.
All night. All night, in the chair, sleep. Like.
And did you say, who are you and why are you here?
Honey, we got to know each other. We got to know each other through conversation. What else were there to do? We sit there and talk.
You didn't think it was weird that he was there?
I did at first.
Okay, but then he realized he really. But you knew he was, and he was friends with people that you knew.
Yes, and they spoke highly of him. And he took me to.
He was like, "You like a little sister there or a little cousin, like you family. I'm gonna sit here." And then you became boo, then you became bang, and then you wifey.
Yes, like
wow.
He took me to every single radiation appointment.
Really?
Stayed there while I was getting the treatment done. Took me home, and it got worse and worse. Like the treatments got worse and worse and worse and worse. And it drains you.
Yeah.
It just does weird things to your body.
What's his name?
His name is Daryl. I learned why so many cancer patients just give up.
Yeah.
That radiation literally burned me from the inside out.
Yeah.
It burned me. It caused all kinds of things to happen to my body that I did not. You can't, as a woman,
mm-hmm.
Like I received radiation from here to here, from my crease to my knee.
I was going to ask you that.
And it was painful. Mm-hmm. It was painful. And towards the end, like round 23 and round 24, in the last round, you could literally smell my skin burning. And it literally burned through from the inside all the way out. It looked like someone took like a cigar and burned my skin. Like just put the cigar out.
Was it just in this area or was it all in other places?
It was just in that area.
I've seen so many people who've had radiation, I'm assuming, have like burned. My cousin, her fingertips were burned.
Yeah.
Her nose, her ear. It was and
the chemo causes that as well.
Okay.
When people go through chemo, like you change colors. Before my first treatment, because right now we still don't know like if you're gonna have to have chemo, right. But we know you have to do radiation. Okay. So I scheduled a photo shoot with my boys because I wanted to do family pictures before I turn colors. Because the chemo, it changes you. You turn colors.
Yeah. So you didn't even know if you needed chemo.
I did,
but thankfully you didn't.
Yeah. Thank God, and I'm just
I've
creating memories.
Really dark from chemo.
Yes. So right. I'm creating memories because I want to remember Susan pre-cancer.
Yeah.
And that husband of mine. So it's crazy. Like we've been in the same space at the same time. He's been to me and a girlfriend of mine. We had a birthday party together one year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at the birthday party for her.
Oh wow!
One of her friends. Like he's just one of her friends.
That's crazy.
We look back at pictures and he's in the background in some of the pictures. Like, I'm like, we never noticed each other. Never noticed each other. Never had any conversations. Never.
Wow, God. Wow.
Yes, wow. I am the person that, what we want is what we want.
Yeah.
Was attracted to, like, big guys. You got to be 300 pounds and you got to be black as your pants.
Right.
For me to be physically attracted,
to notice
to you. My husband is a total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
But by him being in that hospital and me just being bedridden, we were forced to get to know each other. Again, I had to get this.
You had to go through that.
God had to sprinkle just a little bit. Wow. Here you go. Because I could have gotten a deadly cancer. that it took me out of here. But here go a little bit right here. Sit your tail down somewhere so you can receive this blessing. Not when I wanted it, but when God saw fit. Not when I wanted it. Because I wanted it a year or two.
Right. You kept saying put out the post.
Yeah. But not when I wanted it. No. You gonna sit down.
And not who you thought you wanted.
Absolutely. And I love that man.
Because he might have been saying the same thing. God, please give me a good wife. Give me a good woman.
He had never been married before. And his mother name is Susan.
Oh my God.
Me and my mother-in-law have the same name.
I love that.
She's amazing. Yeah. So
it's been how long? How long? When did you get married?
I got married October 17th, 2020.
Oh, wow.
During COVID. Everything got shut down the week after our wedding.
Okay.
It was 200 people at our wedding.
Oh.
In the midst of COVID.
Oh my God.
No one got sick. We were extra cautious. It was amazing.
Aww.
So we just celebrated 4 years.
Yes.
October 17th. Yeah.
So tell me how these bags came about.
They came about just by wanting, because I talk to people. Okay. I'm drawn to people and helping them get through some of their situations. Yeah. I'm open with everything that I have been through and everything that I have survived, which is how I survived was birthed.
Right.
It was just to be bold. Like, you're going to wear this bag and you're going to be bold in your resilience. I have autism bags. I have, like every kind of bag that you could think about.
Mm-hmm. Can I see one? I'm excited, y'all.
Absolutely.
About these bags. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to look at this one because it's next to me.
Absolutely.
So this is gorgeous. This color is amazing.
Yes, that is the I Survived tote bag. And it's part of a travel set.
Oh my goodness.
You can get that bag or you can get the travel set together. This is the duffel bag and the tote bag. And they come in black. It comes in yellow. Yellow is my Cancer ribbon, so you will see a lot like with yellow. But I have bags.
It has the feet at the bottom.
Yes.
Oh, that's course. Winning.
Of course. Yeah. So yeah, these bags, that's how they came about, and that's the meaning behind I Survive. You have that bag on your lap right now. You have survived something. You can tell me something that you have survived, and you could be very bold with that bag. Someone will see that and be like, what is that ES? Like, what does that mean? Like, and if you go on our website, it's you don't have to, but people have told me their stories because it's a pop-up on there. Mm-hmm. If you want to share anything that you have survived, and tell me, like, and I have been through.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
I've met so many wonderful people and learned about things that they have survived.
I feel like these are some great Christmas gifts. So tell me, is it okay that I ask for prices?
Sure.
Because I think I might be buying some stuff.
Sure. So our bag
is so soft. Oh, I love
and that's the book bag. That's the I Survived book bag.
I am such a book bag girl. I don't know why.
Yes, that's the book bag.
Okay.
So they start off, our bags, we have bags that start off at $45.
Okay.
They're all genuine leather. They go up to like the travel set, up to $175.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bag girl. So
we have bags all kind of different prices.
But genuine leather, this is leather.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Feel it.
I feel it. I'm smelling it.
Yes.
I love this. Okay, so how much would this cost? Or the tote with the feet on it?
Yeah, those are $100. That book bag is $100, and this is $100 by itself.
Okay.
And the set together is $175.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you have something in red?
Oh, we have red. I have red bags. I have the yellow bags. I have brown bags.
You have a red bag with you.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
And is that your tote bag? Oh, look, I'm eyeing her own bag. Look.
This is my bag.
I'm not gonna leave here without a bag.
This is my bag that I am.
I love, because I need a new tote bag.
Yeah, this is my bag right now.
Okay, so this is the same bag?
That's the same bag.
Oh, wow.
It's in black.
And it has the feet.
Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Yeah. That is that bag. This is the little heart shape. This is a
crossbody.
crossbody.
I love that too. It's so cute.
Yeah, it's a crossbody. I designed the bags myself, and then sent them off to the manufacturer to be made.
You are talented.
I have just added to this family of bags.
Mm-hmm.
I've started doing all kind of tumblers and stuffed balloons and anything that you can customize, I can do.
When did you start the handbag line?
It's been a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yes, ma'am. We've shipped all over. We've shipped to Africa. When I first put my store up on Etsy, the order came through. The store wasn't even open like 30 minutes, and we got in a red bag, to send to Africa. And we've shipped to Africa. We've shipped to all of the United States. Every state has an I Survived bag. I
love it. Yeah. I gotta get it back. I saw so many in the back. Yeah. So now I just gotta figure out which one to get so I can rock my I Survived. Part of me want to gift it, and then part of me want to keep one for myself. I'm trying not to be stingy, but I'm gonna get it because you have like so many colors.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh!
But they speak. These bags talk to you.
Yeah,
and they talk to whoever wear them.
This pop and all this black back here. It's like bang. This is so pretty.
Yeah,
I think I like this one the most. I really like that duffel bag.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what that's what they are.
Oh,
the meaning. That is the meaning behind I Survived. That's what that's.
So I Survived. That right there. It's a double meaning for you.
Absolutely.
Like, whoa.
Absolutely. Not, this is it's a triple whammy for some people.
Yeah.
I've met people that homelessness, mental illness, like this stuff is real.
Yeah.
I was speaking with my brother earlier and just talking about financial debt. Like that's something.
Some people it gives you grief, and it leads to depression.
Yes.
And
grief. Yeah. No one can tell you how to grieve. They can't tell you how long to grieve. And everyone grieves different, but you're going to eventually survive it with the right support, and you have to be open to receiving.
Yeah. And know that you will be able to survive.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I don't know how, but I know I'm going to get through it, but let me just go through it right now. Sometimes you got to go through it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And you're right. It's so many different things that people have endured over time. Absolutely. Even your ex, he had been through so much abuse and didn't even realize.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone has survived something.
That's great.
Everyone. And that's the meaning behind I Survived. So it's going to be I Survived and more with this extra things that I'm starting to do.
I like the I though and the S.
Yes.
So I like that. I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I love. And so this is your trademark symbol.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I love that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is I Survived.
So tell the people if they want to place an order for one of my bags. How do they get in contact with you? Do you have a website?
I do have a website. The website is www.isurvivedit.com.
Okay, I survived it.
isurvivedit.com, and it's EYE survived. So it's EYESurvivedit.com.
And did you go to therapy? Like part of your surviving? what were some of the methods that you did to survive your?
Oh my God, yes, I definitely.
The trauma with the domestic violence and the cancer.
So with the cancer, it was just the doctor's appointments, and I still go once every 6 months for the scans right now. I That's all that it was for with the cancer. I've spoken like outright just spoken. My sister told me, she said, the difference between you and our brother Ringo, he passed away from cancer. She said, you're open about your cancer. He hid his. I will talk to anyone, because remind you, it was just a little knot. Right. That thing didn't bother me, I didn't bother it, and now half my muscle out of my leg is gone.
But the good thing is you showed your doctor.
Oh, absolutely.
And he was proactive.
Absolutely.
Because you could have been like, oh, that looks like a pimple or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
And yeah. So that's what I did for the cancer, and just following up and just asking questions. My doctor, my oncologist, her name is Dr. Weesey. I found her. I didn't wait, because who they referred me to, they didn't have any appointments.
Okay.
They were like 45 days out. Oh no, no.
Wow.
I'm online. I'm researching. I got her personal email. I emailed her, and she said, I can see you on Thursday. She emailed me back, and she put me into her book. And between her and Dr. Mott, they saved my life. They did.
I love that.
So
did you get him a bag?
I have not given him a bag.
That's the advertisement.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I did for the cancer. For my domestic violence, counseling, group sessions.
Yeah.
I am not the only one.
No.
There are people that are watching this.
Yes.
That are in a situation that wants to get out and don't know how to get out.
Yes.
They're afraid to get out. I did it. I had to. You have to be open to help. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we go into hiding as women. I can't be without him. I can't. I'm just like, people do to us what we allow them to do.
You better preach, yes.
And you have to find some strong will. You have to find a reason. Your kids. Mm-hmm. Your parents. What you gonna put your mom through? Are you a daddy's girl? Mm-hmm. What's your daddy gonna do when you're not here? What's your dad's gonna do? Speak up. Don't be afraid. I am here. I'm Susan Smith. Like, I'm on Facebook. I Survived, EYE. I'm here.
You have a Facebook group for I Survived?
I do. Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. I gotta join that.
I was going live every Sunday.
Okay.
On I Survive with a survivor.
Oh, I love it.
Every Sunday. But I came to a stop because I ran out of survivors at the time. It was people that were going through things that wanted to be anonymous.
Yeah,
they were ready to talk about it. And I hadn't gotten to the point where I could figure it out without you making like another Facebook page under an anonymous name, and we do it that way. Right. But people, I have someone here in Chicago, a friend of mine, her name is Tracy. She went live with me one Sunday. Her son committed suicide, and she's a life coach now because of that. And
so wait, she went live and then he committed suicide?
No, he committed suicide.
So she went live.
She went live on it. Yeah, she went live on my platform with me. Yeah. To talk about surviving grief. Yeah. And she talks about her son committing suicide. Mm. And I have been friends with someone that was on that live for over 30 years. They had a sibling that committed suicide, and they never spoke about it until that live. Wow. So that platform, me going live on Sundays to speak just to talk about survival and to speak and to tell people stories and just to listen and be that outlet. Yeah. It helped. It does. It was helping. And
that's why I do this.
Absolutely. I get it. And I am looking forward to getting back to being that outlet.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so appreciative of you, and I thank you.
And I thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah.
I knew that you had been through some stuff. I kind of remember domestic violence. I don't think I knew about the cancer.
Oh, I don't know. I'm open, but we've had
My
just
goodness.
that short conversation, at the park.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I seen you I was at the gala, of course, and those interactions.
But when you feed off of each other, then you feel nothing. But when I met you, I felt nothing but like true, like a smooth, soft spirit. I didn't feel anything like any malice, any hatred, any envy. I felt just this woman vibe, the nurturing vibe, a sister type of vibe. And I was like, okay, she's sweet. I like her. And then, the craziness that happened at the park. And so, right. We was like, what now? No, you didn't.
Right, of course. Like, wait, what?
Oh, no.
Wait.
So it just really solidified what I thought I felt about you. And then it's like when you have gone through something or survived something, you want to be around people that you can either inspire or inspire you.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, of course, we all go through some people may not be there yet. But when you do find that person, you want to keep them around you and keep giving off that amazing energy that you have. I agree.
Yeah. I so agree. Yeah. So I thank you. Thank you. Those are some wonderful compliments. I thank you.
Yes, not only do you have these amazing cheekbones and beautiful smile and gorgeous brown skin, you are incredibly talented.
Thank you.
Sweet, nurturing. And this I survived. I gotta figure out which one. I'm not going home without a bag. So we're gonna look at them. So I'm probably gonna get two because I gotta get one for like my mom or something.
Okay.
So maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay. That might be a Christmas gift. But I love this. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You did put your website, so we'll link it also in the description.
Okay.
So in case somebody wants to order a bag, you know where to get them from. I'm going to give you all a close up of how beautiful these bags are.
I appreciate that.
Oh my God, look at this leather. leather. It's so pretty. And it's big. Y'all see me? I'm short. As big as me. Look at this duffel bag. It's big as me too. Dang. This is a good travel bag. And it has feet. This is so nice. What is this? Like put your information in?
Yes.
This is so cute. Look at that. Come on, y'all. Grab y'all. Smells amazing. Thank you again. And thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get me when I post a new video. Hit the alert button so you can get notified when I download a new video. So until then, thank you and say goodbye to our lovely Susan Smith.
Bye, guys.
I survived.
Yes.
I survived it.com. I survived it.com and order your bag just in time for the holidays. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.